President Bush in Mexico today, and so are more protests. But what if I told you all of this whining south of the border has nothing to do with him? It has everything to do with jobs in Mexico, or the lack of them. Reason why Mexico's president is telling America that if it wants to halt illegals, it's got to help him create more work for his people. And Republican presidential hopeful Tom Tancredo on this issue agrees. Congressman, you agree?
Of course. There's no two ways about it that if in fact we're ever going to stem the flow from the other side. I mean, we can do a lot of wall building here and deporting here, but and also going after employers here. But if the issue really is, will not just Mexico, but all of South and Central America be able to actually create economies that keep their people at home? And it's a big if, because there's very little that the United States can do about it. What do I do? How can I, as a congressman, what can the President of the United States do about the fact that their problem is corruption? It's not just a lack of free markets, which exist to a certain extent down there, but it's also corruption. It goes from the cop on the beat to the highest levels of government. Everybody knows it. When you've got that sort of a situation, corruption and a tendency toward a socialistic sort of economy, believe me, that is not what is going to create jobs. And I don't know how the United States or President Bush is going to change that one single problem.
I just thought it was a little bit, there's a word for this, I'll use chutzpah, on the part of the Mexican president to say it's up to you to correct the problem. More or less, it's up to you to improve our economy. It's up to you to either buy more of our goods or stimulate trade. It's up to you to correct this mess. I mean, that's a big onus on us, is it not?
Well, sure. Like I say, he's right in saying that their economy has to improve in order to stop the flow of illegal immigration, but to then suggest that we have the responsibility to make that happen. What more can we do? I mean, we have passed NAFTA. The trade imbalance is enormous. We have, certainly there's been the creation of the maquiladoras, which has turned out to be something less than all that wonderful over the long haul, because it's lost 800,000 jobs to China, the factories along the border, that is, what we call the maquiladoras. So we have done plenty, and frankly there is, as I say, the major problem is not just the fact that they don't have a truly good market economy down there. It's the fact that they've got corruption that impedes the ability of that economy to set fire.
But Congressman, isn't the dirty little secret that I don't know what's in Calderon's heart, the Mexican president, but he knows that a lot of this illegal activity prompts more money coming back home. So in a perverse sense, that really helps him. The illegal situation is something that benefits the Mexican economy right now. There seems to be little impetus to change things for him, right?
That's exactly right. What he's saying to help us out, help us create jobs. Well, in a way, he's also saying keep those borders open, keep the illegals, aliens in your country, because they sent home to Mexico last year $23 billion. It rivaled Pemex in terms of the actual money being brought into the country. That's a very good point. Congressman,
while I have you here, I don't mean to switch gears so quickly, but Hillary Clinton created some waves going after what she claims was a right-wing conspiracy. If we could listen to that.
If anybody tells you there is no vast right-wing conspiracy, tell them that New Hampshire has proven it in court. We have the facts, and we're going to make that a crime.
Congressman, what'd you make of that?
Is this a replay of something she said? I mean, is this something? This happened just recently, right? Just like today or yesterday? Just yesterday, right? Well, I must admit that Hillary has done some and said some things recently, and in ways that have made me wonder about her, and this is another one. What in the heck is she talking about? That 2002 event in New Hampshire? Well, let me tell you, that was far from a, quote, great right-wing conspiracy. A group of people getting together. Actually, most of them thought that what they were doing, to the best of my understanding, was actually legal. It turned out that the phone jamming, it really wasn't, but I wouldn't really characterize it as a vast right-wing conspiracy. I, in a way, wish we had the power that she attributes to the right wing in this country. I don't think it's there, unfortunately, or else we'd see a lot better government as far as I'm concerned.
All right, well, you're a pretty powerful guy, right? All right.
That's right.
Congressman, thank you very, very much. Good seeing you.
Thanks.
Well, as Governor Arnold